So this is future Cody, editor Cody, and this is today's Wednesday. So I already watched Bad Batch, first 3 episodes. It was amazing for season 3. Definitely worth the wait for sure. But I wanted to apologize because I was so excited when I got home yesterday. I rushed home, scarfed something down to eat, wanted to watch Bad Batch, was excited to do the review for R5, and I just didn't even realize I didn't have my phone like turned sideways in landscape mode. So I apologize for the beginning of the review. But if you want to skip through, it starts about probably like 7 minutes or so. You can see the review full screen. So I do apologize for that. But with that being said, I do hope y'all enjoy it. Leave me a like if you do, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you. Howdy, Stone Mando here. Appreciate y'all tuning into the channel. Got another brand new Black Series figure review for y'all today, and I'm going to be taking a look at R5-D4 from the Mandalorian. This is also an R4 unit. This isn't the same droid, but the same type of droid, same unit that was in Episode 4, A New Hope. At the beginning when Uncle Owen and Luke are talking to the Jawas and they're looking to buy droids and they come across C-3PO and R2. This is the one that rolls out before C-3PO suggests R2 to R2-2. Before C-3PO suggests R2 to Luke. And it's even got the motivator right here. There's a cool little piece that I'll try to show y'all later on that pops up in the top of his head. And you can actually put that in and it shows his bad motivator when it pops out. He's also got some other accessories pretty similar to R2's, but a little bit different. And everything pretty much from the neck down is the R2, the brand newly scaled. Y'all, I just got off work. I just got off work. Just like scarf something down to eat because I want to do this review. And also today is Bad Batch. The first 3 episodes of season 3 for Bad Batch was released, so I'm really excited. I want to sit down and watch that. So I kind of, my nerves, I'm a little excited. I've been wanting to do this review. I got this figure over the weekend with my wife running some errands on a figure hunt, and he was the last one on the shelf, and I was super stoked to get him. But give this box a little spin so y'all can check out the art and all that cool stuff. This is the 33rd figure in the the 33rd figure in the Mandalorian line, and very, very cool figure, man. I'm always cool for another droid. And especially Astromech. Astromechs are just a classic, iconic design from Star Wars. And this one's cool. This one, it was kind of humorous, this R5 unit in The Mandalorian, because he was kind of like a little scaredy droid. He was a little hesitant about a lot of shit, but Mando ends up being useful to Mando and Grogu along the way when they finally land on Mandalore and stuff. So, without further ado, I'm going to crack this thing open and let y'all get a closer look at it. Here's R5-D4 out of the package, and I got his accessories laid out so y'all can see him. We got his motivator right here. A couple different other tools used to access computer terminals. Looks like some extent. This looks like his kind of like his welding torch. A couple different items. It's got a total of 6 accessories, and so like I said earlier, this being from the head down is the newly scaled R2. It's the same exact thing, and all these little ports open up and you can hook up these accessories in there like he's using them or attempting to use them and emulate certain scenes or whatever from Star Wars. And really cool little figure, man. And this series, the R5, or I guess what it was, R25 or R5, I call them R5s. These R5 units were actually like cheaper made and were actually discontinued because they were cheaper for most people to get a hold of them, because like the R2 units were a lot more expensive, and R2 and R4 units, and the R5 was basically an R2 unit from the neck down, just had the old school head. But I think these droids, from what I remember reading, I don't know why I know this, but these were less sought after than the R2 units and were actually discontinued in production in the Star Wars galaxy because they were you give up some good things for price quality, and due to the inexpensive construction, they had a lot of design flaws. Now, these R5 units, they were used by the Empire and the Rebel Alliance, And the main thing that why they weren't used in battle a whole lot was because just due to their size and this larger head, when they were put into an X-wing or a rebel ship into the droid socket or the place where they exit, where they like sit in the ship or whatever, they were a little bit bigger and easier to target than the more sleek, smaller looking R4 and R2 units. And they were still used like basically for maintenance jobs, just due to their low cost and Alliance's desperate need for, for functional droids that can serve them. And I was doing some research before I did this review, and I didn't realize this. I thought this was, I said this earlier in the review, but I just thought about it. I initially thought that this was a different droid than the one that we see in A New Hope. But supposedly, from what I understand, this is the same exact R5 unit that was in A New Hope. So there's actually a funny little cute kids book or whatever, and it was basically saying like, it's not, I don't know if it's not considered canon. It's just a little one of those little short stories, but it was a kid's book, and R5 was actually he was a force sensitive droid, and the Force was telling him that R2-D2 was meant to go with Luke Skywalker, so that's why he blew his motivator to make it seem like he had a bad motivator. Just like I said, not really canon or whatever, just like a kind of little cute short story. It was a kid's book, so it's whatever. But I just thought that was it's kind of interesting take on it. To be honest, I thought that was kind of just like just what I said. It's a cute little story. As far as like canon goes, I doubt it's legit. But this is the same exact droid that was in A New Hope when Uncle Ben, Lord, I'm getting mixed up with Spider-Man now. When Uncle Owen and Luke came to meet the Jawas. So let me get this thing off the stand, and we'll get a closer look at what articulation it does have, the paint, and the accessories. And my dumbass just realized that I did this whole review in not landscape mode, so I apologize for that at the beginning of this review, but now we're in landscape mode, so we're ready to rock and roll. And here's a look at the accessories. Really small, and I didn't have any tweezers to show, but pretty much for the most part, kind of the same accessories that came with R2, with the exception of maybe a couple of the other ones, but I know for a fact this is just exclusive to R5. This is the motivator right here, that little small piece. So those are the accessories. And now we're on to the figure in landscape mode. I hate that I just realized that I did this whole review in not landscape mode. I don't know what I'm a caveman, like I've told you. I don't know what it's called when you have it in like portrait mode or TikTok mode, whatever. But anyways, to the figure, looks awesome. Honestly, this figure, along with the R2, pretty much, could really benefit from a wash, just to bring out these nice lines in here and stuff like that. It would just really show all that extra detail. But yeah, from here all the way down is just R2. And this panel right here pops open. This panel pops open, and then these two arms pop open as well. And there's also one of these on the top. I think it's this one. One of these on the top pop out. No, it's this one here. This one at the back from the antenna. This one opens, and that's where you plug in the motivator, and it pops. Uncle Ben, this R5 unit has a bad motivator. So you can emulate that. Seemed pretty cool, the antenna right there. Got the eyes here, very nice. Some good little kind of copperish brass paint. Not quite as vibrant as the color they use for R2. Got some nice silver paint here. Get a little close up. Got some nice silver paint here. Nice blue paint on the sides, very cleanly applied. Some nice red as well. Yeah, a wash would look absolutely terrific on this little droid. Yeah, very cool Very cool droid, man. Very cool little figure. I used to know what all these little bits and pieces were when I was younger, and I was obsessed. I mean, obviously, I don't think you ever lose your obsession with Star Wars, but there's just so much Star Wars that it's hard to remember all the names and planets and things. But I think it's like an acoustic actuator or something like that. Like, I forget what these are, but I used to know like all this stuff. I feel like a cable used to come out. I don't remember, but and just like the R2 unit, you can pull the neck up and you can store your accessories in the head, which is really cool. Very cool engineering. I love that, and it does rotate all the way around. No click in or any of that gimmicky bullshit. And it just pops right back down. Well, nah, I say that. There we go. Pops right back down. You can turn them all the way around, whatever way you want. I'm facing. Yeah, awesome little droid, man. Super happy with this. So here's my R2 figure, and there's actually only 2 accessories that are similar. And you got the torch piece, this black piece. This one here is kind of like that's like his welding torch. Oh no, you know what? It's different. Oh wow. Okay, so it's not the same. No, it's not. But okay, so all the accessories are totally different than R2's. R2 has totally different accessories with the exception of this one. So if I turn this, you can pretty much, no, dude, no. Is that the same sculpt? It looks the same, but it doesn't at the same time. I really don't want to take anything out because it's aggravating to get it back in there, dude. I think that is the same sculpt, but it looks different too. I'm really not sure. If y'all know, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. So most of R2's accessories are actually different than R5. So just thought I'd let y'all know that. So literally in between doing my review and being excited for Bad Batch, just got off work, doing my figure review, and I literally just lost the motivator, one of the accessories that came with R5. Just spent 10 minutes looking for it, and it was right in front of me the whole time. Looked under my shelf, on my hands and knees, looking around, like with my flashlight and everything. So with that being said, definitely be careful with y'all's accessories, because that motivator is extremely tiny, along with the other accessories. They are very easy to lose. If you have carpet, good luck. That's all I got to say if you drop it. Unless you just happen to see where you drop it and where it falls, good luck finding that. But anyway, starting over with the side-by-side comparisons here, we got R5-D4 next to the old school 2020 Mandalorian and the red and black box, the Child. And I'm actually really excited because the Glavis Ringworld Mando just went and dude, I cannot speak. Amazon has the new Glavis Ringworld Mando in stock. Finally, there it is. I knew I was going to get it out sooner or later. So really excited to get that. And if you've been wanting it, go check out Amazon. They do have it in stock for $25. I went ahead and picked me up 2, and I'm looking forward to having them. Next up, we got the Mandalorian version of Ahsoka Tano. And now we got Carl Weathers. Grief Carr is standing in. R.I.P. Carl. Now we got the new Tusken Chieftain next to R5 from the Book of Boba Fett. And I just did a review on this figure, so if you haven't watched that, go check it out. If you're thinking about getting it, I'd appreciate it. Here's Count Dooku. And now we got Chopper next to R5. And now I got the Farm Boy, Power of the Force. Power of the Force, I believe Disney Pulse exclusive. I forget what it is, but anyways, Power of the Force, Farm Boy Luke Skywalker. And last but not least, we got R2-D2 next to R5-D4. And now y'all can really see from the side-by-side, this is the same exact figure, neck down. 100%. Nothing different besides the head and the paint. But as you can see, damn near identical. Like I said, both of these figures could really benefit from like a black wash. I think that would do both of these droids a lot of justice and show a lot more details. But really, really dope, man. Super happy to have R5 now. Once again, I apologize for the beginning of the review, not doing it in landscape mode. Like I said, I just got off work. I had a long day. I was really tired. But also stoked to do this review because I was so happy to find him when I found he was the last one at Walmart. Been looking forward to doing this review. Looking forward to, as soon as I get done with this review, I'm going to watch the first three episodes of season 3 of Bad Batch. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. Been really thinking about it all day today. So this is the end of the review. Nothing much else to say. I love this figure. I'm always down for another droid, especially an astromech. Just super iconic to Star Wars. And I'm very happy to have this droid on the shelf. Crucial part of A New Hope and in the Mandalorian. Honestly, he's all throughout Star Wars. You can see these R5 units in the Clone Wars, all throughout the movies, animated, everything. Very, very cool, iconic piece of Lucasfilm cinema for damn sure. But I appreciate y'all tuning into this review. This is it. This wraps it up. And if y'all enjoyed it, leave me a like. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe. I do a lot of other Black Series and Star Wars content. And I think if you enjoyed this one, I have a feeling you'd enjoy my other content. And yeah, may the Force be with you always. Thank you guys and gals. Uncle Owen, this R2 unit has a bad motivator. Look. Hey, what are you trying to push on us? Excuse me, sir, but that R2 unit is in prime condition. A real bargain.